1 2 1 2. I think the volume is right, or about right. Tell me if something is wrong. Okay, it's good. Okay, hello guys, welcome to another Direct Strike Commander commentary. Today is Saturday, and we're playing a couple hour, obviously. This guy is really helping our ally to stack with his turret positioning here. It's really bad. Don't do that if you're versus Nova in particular. That's the most obvious case where she can stack at the turret and be harmful for your ally who will. Oh shit! I forgot to build. Fuck. I forgot to build. That will be harmful for the next wave that will come. You should move your turret back temporarily to that. What? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So we are versus the Nova who went straight for tier 3. Tier 3, I'm not really scared of tier 3 Nova actually. I'm more scared as for Azuna. I'm more scared about her. I'm more. There's 2 Nova. Okay, that's why there was so many problems early game. Oh la la. I'm more scared about her bio, mostly. I mean, late game libs can be an issue, but not really, actually. So I will go on with that, and I will not spend all my money, and I will see how she reacts to that. It's a 2v3, right? I was a bit AFK because I was setting up the stream, so I wasn't really paying attention. We have an Abathur who is obviously a beginner here. You should never do that many queens, especially not open with that many queens. Versus Zagara, it's even worse. I mean, this we have playing now with a random, and he's not very good. But versus that many queens, you could just do Hogwarts and be totally raped. The Abathur versus Zagara matchup is kind of difficult and kind of hard. You need a lot of different units. You cannot do just anything you want. I will open with some oracles. I will see if he answers with ghost. Because yeah, if you do too much ground, the aberration will rip anything you have. So you cannot do too many queens. Usually you want some hosts are good. The Brutalisk are good. You can do some air. That's annoying for Zagara. Just don't do only that. Ravagers are good, of course. You need to spread them, and you cannot. Oh, okay, shit. He did some ravens. Maybe he's on the team and he watched me. I don't know, because that was a perfect answer to what I was doing. I mean, one of the perfect answer. Ghost would have been also a perfect answer, of course. So I will do my Corsairs, and I will try to focus a bit on the game because there's a lot of ravens here. I'm not really scared of ravens, even though when they are mass, and obviously you understood it from my build, I'm planning to go air, even though air is a debatable choice versus Nova. When you want to go air, the ravens can be actually pretty good. I have a hole that I can use. Here I have only 3 Corsairs, so I'm not sure it's really worth it. But if they stack the ravens, I might have this tool and the Death. So this guy is really thinking ahead of my build, but the Goliath is not the unit I'm the most scared of, especially early game. I need to make sure that I don't stasis them too much. I can stasis them once, and now but I don't want to overstasis them because I will start my Voidray production because I see the early Goliath. I'm not sure if I have enough. I probably don't have enough Corsairs. And the Ghost. I see this Abathur do not do any Swarm Host, so that's a good news for me. Because here the Swarm Host would have been not only good versus Zagara, I mean if you don't overcommit to them, but also it would have helped them a lot versus my air. He could have stacked them and be extremely annoying for my air build. I would have forced basically to do Stalkers if he goes for if this Abathur went for Swarm Host. That would have been a very, very smart move. I need more Corsairs. Fuck. And I need the range. Yeah, good idea actually. I will put them here so that I can help the... I will move them back after, but here maybe I put them here temporarily so that I can help the Swarm Host to sorry, to do some damage. The fact that I have Abathur Leaks might force me to do Stalkers. I will try to avoid it. I will try to avoid it. So the trade positioning here is really to help the Swarm Hosts. My Corsairs are in here. I don't have a lot of ghosts, so I need to pay attention to my positioning. Maybe I put this more in the back. I'm still not convinced that the full air build versus ghost is really viable. I'm still like testing. Obviously, when you're testing versus randoms, it's not the same quality of tests, but yeah, I'm working on that build. It's still under construction. I would not recommend it. Don't try it at home if you're alone, if you're not under the supervision of an adult. I'm always checking the armor when I'm, especially the bio armor, when I'm versus Nova, because if her ghosts or marines have armor, I need attack armor for my air. Otherwise, I won't do any damage. I will deactivate the pulsar beam on one oracle so that he has more potential to stack. And here I still have my hole that I haven't used. Maybe here it's a good idea. I don't know. I mean, here we don't have any deep, we don't have a lot of AoE. So maybe the good idea is to use it on when we have a lot of DPS. Maybe on Zagara here. I don't know. It could be. It's not really a compact army, but here we will win, right? Yeah, so... Or I do it here? I think we won. Anyway. I'll just flex with my hull. Or I do it here for Abathur. Okay, GG. So sorry I wasn't very attentive at the start of the game. Oh shit! We don't see anything? Ah fuck. Okay, that was bad. Forgot to remove the... I forgot to remove the welcoming stream. And nobody told me. Ah fuck. Up. Okay. I mean, this random was not as bad as I expected. At first when he started, I mean, he didn't do any aberrations, which was obviously a nice answer. That would have been a very nice answer with that kind of Abathur. But the roaches were okay. Roaches are suboptimal compared to oh my god, I forgot the word. Roaches are suboptimal compared to aberrations for two reasons. First of all, he had a lot of armored units, so the aberrations are better versus armored units. And second, okay, maybe we are just a total noob here, I don't know. And second, the roaches are very vulnerable to the biles, and this abather added a lot of biles, a lot of ravagers, and because of their very small units, one tile unit, they tend to clump up together, so they become very vulnerable. Thankfully, this abather didn't do any like good micro on his biles, so it was okay-ish, but it was a mistake in my opinion. Aberration would have been much better. But I mean, all in all, this player, except from the bad turret positioning, hasn't done any very big mistake, and it was alright. Here we play with a person who has no direct strike game in his whole history, so it's a new player. I'm not sure if it's a real new or not, but we will figure it out. I'm a bit more scared about for this game. I've removed the. Okay. I will pick my commander again. I will do the same. I think Forazun is a nice, and he doesn't pick, so obviously he's totally new. I don't know. He takes gas, he takes C2. Maybe not. Oops. But this game I will be more focused from the right. I will have, okay, I'm versus Carax. So versus Carax, versus random, but not versus pro player. I would like to bait him on the ground if I can. So I will start with one Shadow Guard, and if I see he goes on with the ground, I will like bait him even a bit more. Because the main fight will be in the air in this matchup, and I should start my air production as soon as possible. If I see he goes on with the ground, I will like bait him here to do more. And here we have another Forazun. Okay, so ask him. It's
Upgrade complete.
I'm not sure he does, but he has played already. I can see from his positioning here.
What's going on?
Not enough mineral.
From the shadows I come.
Oh yeah, no, I want to bait, so only one. And if he answers with more, I will do more. Let's see what this Carax does. My coffee is ready, but I really need to know what this Carax is doing. Okay, he knows.
What would you ask?
But he knows! How could he know who I am? Maybe he watched the stream. Okay, this is to me this is to me a 99% chance stream cheater, because who opens with tons of mirage blindly? Who does? I mean, there's a lot of matchup in which the mirage are totally useless. For example, Tychus, and he couldn't know I was willing to go air. So
Not enough minerals.
let's
Not
go.
enough minerals.
I need to be very very careful about the armor upgrades of my Carax on the Mirage, because if he has armor upgrades, I will need my attack upgrade. I need to at least match it.
Complete.
Okay, we'll have Forazun leaks, so Maybe I would need also detection, I don't know. Here, let's see. Okay. He will have the early advantage, especially because I went for tier 3. So we will defend that bunker for a couple wave. My ally went for Muda, and as long as it's kind of a luck for me because you don't always use them, or you don't use them a lot versus one because of vessels. But here, my opponent hasn't done any, so it's fine.
I see. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
The host will help me a lot versus the that Carax.
In the rear with the gear.
Ah yes.
Minerals.
Sure thing. Prismatic core online.
I will do both. I will do Corsairs too, of course. But here, especially because of the leaks that I'm facing, the Corsair will be much better. I want to.
Upgrade complete.
We have a host as a blocker. Yeah. I think we should be fine. We should be fine. But it will take just a couple more rounds. And with the range, with the range and the host, we have a very good potential to stack at the bunker. So maybe 2 more rounds. Let's see. And more braids.
Prismatic core online.
And one more, and then I'll do some.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Prismatic core online.
Upgrade.
Fuck! What? Ah, fuck!
Not enough minerals.
Ah,
Not
misclick.
enough minerals.
That was.
Gotcha.
I'll do some Corsairs for the storm mostly. Up.
Coordinate. Move it. Paradakural.
Not enough minerals.
Prismatic. Yep. Paradakural.
I have a hole. I need to think when I use it. I don't know. Maybe now? We don't have a lot of DPS now. No, we don't have enough. Maybe for my the other Abathur maybe.
For iron.
Not enough minerals.
Prismatic core online.
Maybe for this one. He has a lot of muta, which is a lot of DPS. Biomass muta. Yeah.
Upgrade complete.
And now there is a good amount of mirage, so now it's the time that coursers might begin to be efficient. Because they will clump up a lot, and it makes them very efficient. I have one more here.
Not enough minerals.
I put them in the back so that they don't get targeted first. Make sure I have those two upgrades. Oh yeah, and my
Research complete.
okay, this is doesn't matter much.
Research complete.
You see how short-lived they are? They're already all dead.
Prismatic core online.
Okay.
Not enough minerals.
And I see carriers, so I go on with my upgrades, with my armor upgrades. Still only one.
Upgrade complete.
Ah, fuck. That's annoying. Yeah, maybe one oracle. Oh. Mostly for detection.
Oracle perceiving.
We still have some potential to stack here with the host of my friend, my ally.
Research complete.
And host, the hosts gets. It's a shame they get targeted pretty quickly by the leaks. But host plus host plus void rays. Void rays have some potential to stack here. It's unfortunate really for my friend here, Trump, who is fighting a mostly ground army and he's forced through anti-air because of the leaks. So it's not really good. This is not very good for us. But one more. do another
Not enough minerals. Not enough
oracle.
minerals. Oracle proceeding.
I really want the host to survive here. I need them to support my Void Rays. I have a hole. Maybe same than before for the random. I don't know, he has a lot of DPS, so I feel this is fine.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
And of course versus carriers, the Mirage, the Corsair become less useful. I want to at least use all my Dark Pylon on Void Rays. I will not do Corsairs if I have 3 Dark Pylon that I need to use. They give me not only the range but also 15% DPS more. I think it's attack speed that is affected.
Channel the light of Io.
No, 15% damage. So it's basically 15% DPS. So I built my army front so that I can help the Stormhost stack. Both the beam and the hole are always on my army. That's really unfortunate for me. But I cannot blame them after that.
Prismatic core online.
Doesn't look very good. Yeah, I agree. But we can still maybe stack at the Nexus. I'm pretty sure about that. I mean, I've tested Mirage. Mirage just countered them until maybe very late game if you do only Mirage, but then the carrier that comes and your whole army become useless. So it doesn't work. Ooh.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I have a hole. Oh, there's still no picture. What? Oh, I don't understand.
Complete.
What? Ah, fuck. Misclicked. I need to use my hole for this, probably. Ah, fuck. Fuck! The timing was right. Why is there no picture on my stream? Ah, okay. That's fine. Up. I upgraded 2 useless upgrades just because of my misclicks. I need to time my scan better.
Not enough minerals.
It's very important. Okay, this was not a very good hole from him. So lucky for us.
Coordinating. I can't build here. Prismatic core online.
Trump is doing good. Some of my voids stacked here. It's really annoying for Swan who has a lot of armored units.
Not enough minerals.
My dark pylon. Ah, fucked. That's why I shouldn't have ult for him then. If I knew that. Ah, fuck. That's annoying. Uh-oh.
Prismatic core online.
Come on. Ah, the arrows here are my doom. Maybe I should add the oracles, but it's too late, I think, right? GG. GG, GG, GG. With the yacht hosts. No, I don't know. Hey, look at the damage I've done. Hey, Chashka, Pub are doing well. By the way, that first position cursed to play against Carax. Why? Ah, it's a joke, right? Yeah, sure. Okay. Uh... uh... da, da, da. Okay. So you mean it's a joke, right? First position is cursed to play versus Carax. So I went for that Shadow Guard bait. I see this is Carax. I went for that Shadow Guard bait. Because most of the time on pubs, when I'm playing with randoms, they will answer with some grounds, mechanically. Because they cannot lift it, right? In inner house I will always start with air, straight away. And this is 200 mineral. And this guy answered with straight to mass mirages, and he had no idea who I was, right? He has no idea who I was. So he went for my counter right away. So I'm suspecting stream cheating since I shared the replay the link here. So here at first he beats me, that's normal. I'm expecting his host to carry me a bit. Yeah, so this is not sure. But it should reverse, it should reverse. I mean that Avalos versus Fora in the early game with Tier 1 rush. Yeah, I mean he did some mistake. I did one mistake. It is the early Shadow Guard. I'm 100% sure. Tell me if you have another opinion. But I'm 100% sure that the I could should I have added Stalkers when I started doing most of the game on first position were versus Carax. Ah, really? So you're serious? Interesting. What? But why? Why? How do you explain that? It's a bit slow for my. It's a bit hard for my audience. Maybe it's better to be inefficient. To keep mid. Here we're defending kind of. We have a some host. Another Dre is still here. In the long run, Hello Shin. Never need any grounds versus Garax. Just mostly Corsairs and some Voids for matching carriers. Corsair both pop the Invul and are very effective versus Mirage. Yeah, I don't know. I've done the here. I do some. I do the opposite. Mass Void Rays and some Corsairs. And before I was doing the opposite, and it was really not working that well. I mean, this game is a counter example, but usually I get beaten with Mass Mirage. With Mass Corsairs, the only exception is that late game, if he really doesn't do, if he does a late carrier transition, the Mass Mirage beats the Mass Corsairs beats the Mass Mirage. But it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, to my experience, because the AOE doesn't do that much early game, and the Corsairs have a very short range, so they just get early game. They get killed to me. They just get killed. It takes maybe from 10 minutes the Corsairs begin to be better, but then the carriers come, and if you don't have Mirage, and also remember I have these leaks with it, which has a lot of ground. Now he's adding Corsairs, but before he had a lot of ground. So if I go do only Corsairs, they will roll over us. We have nothing to stop them. Uh, which engagement? Yeah, Dark Archons. That could have been worked. It's not very good versus the this leaks, but when he had the late game, maybe when he was adding air, that would have been a good idea, I think. I don't know. I wasn't looking. Yeah, I don't know. I had too many fails with mass Corsairs and some voids. So now I'm doing mass voids with some Corsairs. But yeah, Dark Archons might have been a good idea. If you keep all the Corsairs on one side and fight like Mirage a lot better. For ground leaks, Corsair can push them into building and also sit base. Yeah, that's true. I can try to do a bit more late game. Usually my strategy is like I use all my Dark Pylon on Void Rays, and I have only Dark Pylon Void Rays, and every extra mineral is Corsairs or Oracles if I need it. If I do mass Corsairs, I have like unused Dark Pylon, and I don't like that. I can try using more Corsairs next time, but Corsairs is like Muta, like Kerrigan's Muta. You need a critical mass for them to be efficient. If you just do a bit more Corsair, they won't do a lot of change. my coffee. I forgot my coffee with all that. It's cold now. But I would agree that it was not very impressive. But the Dark Archons is also a good idea, actually. And you don't even need to micro that much because you want to use it just for the on the Corsairs. And it will have helped me with late game versus the Frozen. So what was the problem? No. Yeah, I'm not sure what was the problem, but maybe my build was wrong. I got baited with one Shadow Guard that put me behind right from the start, and then they kind of snowballed us. And but this Kyrax played right, and he went right for my counter. I think they can reach critical mass pretty fast as long as they are focused. Yeah, maybe my when I tried around 12 also would be critical mass. 12 Corsairs. Fuck, I forgot that. When watching a replay, I think most people think, oh yeah, this was not working obviously, so they often assume that everything else would have been better, so early armor would have been better. And I don't think it's always right. Oh, of course I would have been better just because this one doesn't work. It's the first time I had problem in this matchup, to be honest. So it doesn't mean that this doesn't work, doesn't mean that everything else would have been better. Did I find my Hello Lulman. When something is obvious to counter early, although to counter early on, there is really no need to thinking about the late game. I don't know what you're. I'm not sure I understand your point. I'm not sure what you're. I'm sure you're reacting about something I said, but I cannot tell which one. So I'm versus Mengsk. This looks like a Mengsk turret. Yeah, I'm versus Mengsk. Oh fuck. Bam 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 bam. I will start with Kev. Kev will help me very useful in the matchup first. Long distance shooter, so it will be oops. So it will be easier to stack up the bunker. And good versus the leaks, the Phoenix, and will be useful versus my wave. So for me that's a double reason to go. Maybe I could even two, or do I do a cannonball first? Cannonball because yeah, so ages. I think it's fine to open Void Rays versus Kyrax, but you don't need tier 3 right away because tier 3 is basically 3 Corsairs. Yeah, that's right. No, that's right. I usually start with tier 3, and this is one of the matchup. This and Tychus, and this is one of the matchup in which it's kind of wasted mineral at first. I agree. It put me behind for a long time just for no reason.
You got some work for me.
Okay. My coffee. Mm. Okay. I can do also Sam. Sam is a lot of DPS, always useful, and will be useful versus the leaks if I have more, but it's a bit early to focus on the leaks. And Vega is also an option here. He has detection? Yes. Perfect. So only one Aegis now. I will not do Vega. Vega to me is really a double-edged sword. So I only commit to Vega when it's like absolutely necessary. And to me right now it's too early. This guy is doing much more. Because when you have a lever, Vega might become useless, first of all. And when you have leaks, Vega might become useless, especially versus Phoenix. So this guy is doing the damage. And if I control this little guy here, it won't change that much. Imagine I have a Vega here, I control him, I kill him, and then what? It's just died. Here it's fine. It's not a threat for me. And I'm pushing into a Bather. So Kevin are perfect. Maybe a Nikara will help all those things to stack, so I will add one. I also will do plus 25% damage. Or do I do one more Kev first? Maybe one more Kev, I think. The pushing power here is pretty good.
We require more minerals.
And it will make
Don't leave me hanging.
Metamorphosis complete.
this upgrade worth it. Because you have a lot of stacking ability here. The host tanks is a very good combo. Not as good as I should build front, what I'm doing here. Here. Then Nikara, then tier 3 Kev, I think. If I can. Maybe I can add a Sam, but I think tier 3 Kev would be nice here for the host. I need Nikara for detection and for the healing and for the plus 25% damage. And then I think I'll go tier 3 if nothing changes in this game. My Kev are absolutely perfect here. I'm using this for the excess mineral. It's a bit early to upgrade, but it's fine. I have the mineral also. Here still one Aegis, and you see for pushing it's not very. The Vega would not have been useful. I know some people who, as soon as they see an Aegis, they go Vega, and I would advise against that. Even though Vega, you could argue that I could control one of those mecha Ravagers, Golden Ravagers. Ah, nice drone. This is a victory, GG. I think Nikara has been 25 damage for a while, not 20 damage, not 20. I think you mean it has been 20 and not 25. Do we think it's a great option for? Do you think she's a great? Yeah, she's a great option. That was clean. Yeah. No, yeah, I think it's nice to not go Nikara too late. Usually, I either do it right after TT Tychus if I need detection in some matchup, for example, versus I do Nikara first versus for sure. I do it versus Artanis. Most of the time Rainer. Most of the time Stukov. Often when I do it versus commander that lacks DPS because often the Nikara can outheal. Versus Artanis is the perfect example. Artanis lacks a lot of DPS versus Tychus, so if you just add a Nikara, she cannot kill your units. The disintegration is slow and everything on the run kills slowly. But the plus 25 is something that should not be ignored. And if you build a stack, she can be very, very useful. She will stay in the back. So in this scenario that we had, maybe it would have been better to do it earlier because she would have stayed behind and heal everything, heal the tanks, heal the hosts. As long as you feel she can stay in the back, it's very good. And also, sometimes you need it for the... I mean, versus Rainer or versus Horner, sometimes you can like heal and grenade. And if you have the damage upgrade, for example, versus Horner, you can one-shot a lot of things. I agree. So it's 20, not 25, because I'm pretty sure it's written 25. But yeah, it would not be the first occurrence where the number are wrong. Okay, what do we play? Abather. He doesn't pick. What do I do? Stukov? So Stukov, I like to tech. I don't want to open blindly because there are some matchups in which I don't like bunkers. But most of the time I will like bunkers in most matchups. Or at least one bunker is almost never bad. I think the only exception is the Haka. I don't see any very, very different. I mean, I usually don't do them versus Tychus. I know Memoria does. Okay. And yeah, I wanted to try this. Or do I? I'll bait him on the ground a bit. I want to see you play Abather. Yeah, I could. I can play Abather next stream. I put my turrets after my unit revealed for the first time. So here it's mostly to create a blaze. I think he opened Cannonball, probably because he was scared of Mirror. Now maybe he will do Blaze. No, probably not. Probably not. Anyway, I usually open benches, but sometimes I like to bait when I'm playing versus random. And we have a... okay. So my Banshee will be useful in that game, anyway. Maybe I play some random after. But I have one friend that does play Abather. For Manx, it's really annoying to deal with air leaks. I mean, one good thing he has is that he can convert troopers to AA troopers and then convert them back when it's not needed anymore. That's a strong point he has, but in general, his units that are good versus ground are not good versus the air. Most of the time, especially early game when you don't have POA or something like this. Oh, funny.
We require more minerals. Assimilation successful.
Vega. Vega is not an Azure Lancer versus Banshees. Usually you choose Sirius or Sam, but not Vega. She's not that efficient. She just brings unit to the ground. The only good reason to do Vega here, I guess, is that he has already a lot of anti-air, anti-ground with cannonball. So by bringing unit on the ground, she can make the cannonball kind of useful. Okay, here he converted to the trooper. Trooper are not very efficient because they are mostly anti-air. I mean anti-armored air, but they are okay. The range make them okay even versus Banshees. And it's probably the best way to counter it because I guess he's versus this, so he doesn't want to do Emperor Shadows. Emperor Shadows are probably the best answer versus Banshee early game. Do yeah. I was hesitating to keep it for the because I think we will push the Nexus soon. So now I have to wait 3 minutes. Okay. Oh, he did. Oh no, that's bigger. Oops. Ah, fuck. The second wave came too early. Okay, now the Muda, not very useful to push tankers, so he's probably thinking about converting them. But he doesn't want to do that too early, of course, because his unit is his wave is mass air, so he's kind of screwed because he is now in an air fight, but he's pushing tigers. Oh, he's doing that? Okay, that's funny. Sky Furies are not really efficient at killing Banshees very fast. But now that we are fighting here, so the waves are mixing. So I'm fighting a bit of everything. What should I add? Maybe tanks. Tanks is probably a good idea now. Tanks are very good versus Tychus if you can stack them, and versus Mengska Force always. Oh, volatiles. Volatiles here would be nice. Maybe volatiles and tanks. He's really committing with the Furies, and that's not very efficient versus that army. So that makes he's kind of overreacting to the leaks, if you ask me. Open this to handle the tanks.
We require more minerals.
Now I need to look where I should position my oh, I have a contamination now. I need to be attentive to that already. I want to make sure my tanks don't siege too early. And if you siege too early, I might clock some DPS here. Yeah. I think slightly in the back would be a nice positioning. I'm building back kids, right? Yeah, I think, because later he will have Vipers, so I'll do the second tank and one more volatile. And this. Can we? Can we? Do I contaminate now? No. No, no. Yeah, Nikara heal. Nikara plus fighting at the Nexus will be very... will make them probably stack a bit. Here, do you see the veins? I think it's nice. I might need also more civilians. I cannot stack my tanks. No, shot.
Assimilation successful. We require more minerals. Assimilation successful.
Yeah, they have a good composition to stack with the Manx tanks now. He sold Vikings? The Furies? Oh, I don't know. Oh, did I advertise? No, I didn't. No, my my volatiles are not that good. Siege now, siege now. No, it's here. Ah, I mean he means Raynor. Does Raynor have sold the Viking? I don't know. I was thinking about the Furies, I don't know why. Yeah, he sold. That's a good news for us. That's a good news for us because, oops. That's a very good news for us because it means that now he can focus on anti-ground, and that will make pushing into Tychus much more easy for Abatha. And contaminates. I think this is the push, guys. I think this is the push. Will we succeed? Yes, we will. GG. Okay, so I play about. I will take a couple seconds to avoid any lobby bugs. And then I'll probably play random. Ooh. That should be okay. Okay, guys, let's go. Sorry, I had to take a second coffee. So Abathur, always go tier 2 right away. You need, most of the time you need early tier 2 versus most matchups, if not all. So I've no idea. Did you Manx Nova? This is a Mansk. I will not build because I don't like to build blindly. Or maybe this. There is little matchup in which swarm hosts are not useful. Abathur, Rainer, and another Mansk. Okay. Ah, 1 second. Okay. What did he do? Bam, 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 bam. Okay. So this is not bad. The flame troopers are really not a good unit versus me. I don't want to overcommit with that.
We require more minerals. We require more
I probably.
minerals.
What do you mean? I don't. I don't know that trick. I don't understand. Why should I disable that?
We require more minerals.
But when? Uh, I don't get it.
Metamorphosis complete. Metamorphosis complete.
Oh yeah, I have my man also I need to use.
Metamorphosis complete.
What does Tal mean? What do someone understand what he was advising me to do? I didn't get it.
Kill a ghost.
I'll do some queens. I don't want to use Bile to kill the Imperial Witness here. It's just too much efficient versus Rainer. So I will kill it with queens.
We require more minerals.
So versus the links, my roads are perfect. I should build front actually. No? Ah fuck. It's 3 binds to kill them. Hmm. Um. This maybe. This will help. How many roads do I have? Yeah. That's a good number. I should build front, yeah. I should totally build front. Ah fuck, my mans. So the Emperor Shadow are really good move from him. It's really good versus Abather. Emperor Shadows and POA. Oh, did I advertise? No. Emperor Shadow and POA are the two Royal Guard units that I'm the most scared of versus Mengsk. Yeah, build front. Okay. Here I want to build front because I want to protect those tanks, right? That's stacking is a key. Is often the key move in the unit. Okay, so who was that? Manx is scary. Yeah, as a Bather, Manx is very scary. But someone left now, maybe? I could go tier 3 and go some Vipers to help the tank to stack. No reaction to my Banshee. Ah yeah, Raynor didn't do any anti-air, that's right. Oh shit. GG. I should advertise for my stream at the start of the game, otherwise it can be seen as a provocation or something. So maybe I'll play random. If there is no very good opponent, I will play random. Banshee are so devastating for Raynor, yeah, that's true. And it's very hard for him to kill them fast and efficiently. Because the Raynor's anti-air are either Marines who are like very bad versus Banshees, because they stack and Banshees, Nova's Banshees as AoE. Either Viking, which are very slow at killing Banshees, because Nova's Banshees has a lot of HP. And they are light, so Viking takes forever to kill them, so the Banshee will do the damage anyway, and they will use their spell. And either BC, and BC is not very good versus Nova, especially early and mid game, because you know the Goliath is just too strong. So Banshee is very good. I would argue that any mechanical unit is very good versus Raynor. Any mechanical unit that Nova has is very good versus Raynor. And Nova is favored in that matchup, without any doubt. Saturday. Yeah, and if you have leaks, it's just over. Yeah, Horner.
Yes, sir.
Maybe one last coffee. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, whatever. Bad news?
Upgrade complete.
Light 'em up. Gotcha. Rate the waiting orders. You're the boss.
Okay. That's not a good matchup for me.
Reporting in. Bad news? Turning up the heat. Fire. Move it. Hellbat coming through. Get some. Death resist. Hellbat coming through. Get some. What's going on? Turning Hellbat coming through. Eat napalm. Roger. Ready to raise some hell.
Research complete. Research complete. Research complete. Research complete.
So versus the bunker, I and Stukov, I like strike fighters also. But I really want to have my base of Hellions and
Not a problem. Yo.
Hellions and Hellbats just to. How much does it cost? Yeah, maybe I can do one already. This is annoying. I hope we won't have leaks because that would be very hard for me to fight both. And maybe I go for early PC. Ah fuck, I did it a bit too early.
Rolling thunder. Engine screaming. Up. Can do.
Bad news.
Not enough minerals.
Hellbat coming through.
I need also early armor when I'm fighting Stukov. Did I advertise? No, I didn't. The versus Manx, the vessels are very debatable for me
Bad news. Hellbat.
because it's just too vulnerable versus the AA troopers, and I'm not sure I would advise for it.
Complete.
The range of the AA troopers make it very good, and it's also vulnerable to the Carax, of course.
Call the ball.
Upgrade complete.
Why does he do that?
Fine. Keep the two.
It's over unless they patched Muta, and that matchup it should win that 100%.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, of course. Abathur wins that Carax. I mean, it's not a very very hard counter, but it's like a clear domination. But it's not like a hard counter. So if there is no leaks, he will win that. If there is leaks, it really depends.
Research complete. Upgrade.
I'll go for the BC, I think. Come on, kill that shell. I'll do my armor upgrade so that I can surprise him. So I want to delay that a bit, and then I will go for the full BC. Carax can kill Leviathan. Oh yeah, that's true. I know I rarely do them, but I think you're right. It's very good in the matchup. You can stack this on other mine with the control key, but I don't think that's very good. But I see some people who does it.
Loud and clear.
And the Muta are also annoying for Carax. Contamination of Stukov saved the bunker.
Upgrade complete.
I will not put my because I don't have the time to sell all of this. But I will sell now. I'll go full air. Okay. So I won't do the Yamato upgrade because versus Stukov it's not very good. You tend to overkill target by a big margin.
Upgrade complete.
That's a shame because my BC would have been very good versus him also. Yep.
Upgrade complete.
So what do we do? I think Maybe we can stack that. I don't know what to do now. Ah, fuck. That's not good. I don't build the mine now, right? Come on. Ah, fuck. I should go back to my initial build, I think.
Hellbat coming through. Ready to raise some hell. I can't. Hellbat coming through.
And maybe some of those, I don't know. Because,
Hellbat coming through.
I think as long as I can stack those, it's good. But I really don't want the troopers to reach them. So right now it seems like a good number. Maybe I can add one more. Are they really on Hellbat? Hellbat. Hellbat, okay, good. No, the next wave I will meet more Mansk, I think, so I will add Hellbat. When someone leaves, it's like one wave you meet someone and one wave you meet the other player. I feel like mines could be a problem. I like mines, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, mines might be good. I'm not a Horner expert, to be honest. But, I don't know. Mines to me are mostly an anti-mechanical, right? They do damage to mechanical. Bonus to mechanical, right? I think this is a ghost compo. I've just enough front line so that my galleon stack.
It's your dime.
Yeah, they are splash, but I don't know. I do them only versus Muda and some very specific stuff versus Protosses because they do bonus versus shield, I think. Okay, this should begin. Here I cannot explain you why, but I don't feel like doing mine. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. GG, of course. Ah, I didn't pick random. So what do I play?
Big job, huh? What's going
Protoss, you want me to pick? Deraka? There was some back in the day. The Haka was a very, very meta commander that was considered as one of the best one. Now it's not like this anymore. I would say. With Arc, he only has the past glory. Okay, I'm versus some Protoss, so I can stay tier 1 a bit, add some... Hydra are good versus all Protoss. So I would say it's not a strong commander anymore, but it's a one that I like to play a lot. Even though nothing could bring back his past glory. Did I advertise? No. So yeah, Hydra, good versus all Protosses. And most units. Protosses are not. But especially versus Protosses, Hydra, my Hydra are very good. All Hydra are very good, but mine in particular, I would say. Okay, Artanis. So here I know that Kerrigan is versus Swan, so she will not go Masputa. If she wasn't, it's something you should always consider. And when you have a Kerrigan in the game, you want to see her matchup, because in some matchup she goes Masputa, and if she does, even if it's not your wave, you should adapt to it. You should like keep that in mind. Always, in my opinion. So versus Artanis, the air is often an issue. So I will go tier 2. Especially that he has some air leaks, so he might be even more have more incentive to go Phoenix now. So I know on the opposite that this Kerrigan might have an incentive to go Ultra. Ultra are usually meta the early game. Some Hydra into Ultra is really the usual way to play it. So that's for me even an additional reason to go for early air. There's still a lot of those. So maybe I go some... Should I do some... So I could do Igniters. Or Ultra or Tyra. Or just ignore it and just go Mutas. I guess if I go Tyra or Ultra, that would be also good to... she's doing still some Muta. That would be also good to push Kerrigan more than Muta. Muta are not very good at pushing Kerrigan, so maybe I'll go straight to Ultra. I have the money, I saved a bit, so I know I can do it. I can have one for the next round. So I would go straight to Tyra. It will help me to deal with all those Honorguard. That's a lot of Honorguards. It's usually inefficient to do that many in the matchup. It's just too easy for me to counter them. Okay. Next round. It's a very early Tyra, of course. It's a big investment. But it will also be good versus the Leaks one, so we should catch back as soon as I have it. can eat something. Ah, fuck. I won't go Muta here. I don't want to ask him to do. If he doesn't want to do Phoenix versus me, I'm happy with that. So I won't give him incentive to do it, because for me, if I go to the air fights and I do Muta, I will be like kind of useless to push into Kerrigan. So I will just avoid any Muta right now. And even any, I sometimes it's one of the rare matchup in which I like Dehaka's fuck. I like Dehaka's Guardians, but I won't do them because I could also go more ultras. But I will do some of those because they will impaler, because they will stack. I'm tier 3, so I should put my turrets to protect in front if I can. Okay, should be good. Should be good. I will eat one vessel. I will keep my this for the honor guards. I wait that they come all and bam. Should I add more ultra? Probably. Ah fuck. But my impaler stacked, so we might push back now. Should I add more or ultra? Probably ultra. I still have a problem handling the honor guards. Yeah, ultra are not very good versus that many dragoon, but they are not bad. Because dragoon, oh shit, dragoon are still a small units. And the ultra now. My impaler are stacking, I'll add more. And helping with the ultras. Those vessels. Okay, Arten is shielded with a very good timing, I would say. Where's my fuck? To micro that. He's adding immortals. Fuck. And the vessel are still here. I'll add some of those, but in the back. Maybe. I don't want them to fight the honor guards. Just one or two in front to take the shots. Okay, this will help me a lot. Hmm. Do I try to stack creepers? Because the vessel, I need something that fight the air for the vessels. Yeah, stacking creeper. With the anti-air. I'm a stacking commander, I should take advantage of that. I won't be able to build a creeper next round, so... Uh-oh. That's a lot of... Uh-oh. Oh, GG, dude. How can we lose this? Artanis should be an okay matchup for me. This one was a very unconventional play. I don't know. I did a lot of damage. I don't know. I'm not sure I had the perfect build, to be honest. Yeah, we're losing a lot today. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, I could have started with Igniter for the tempo. I'll play random. I could have stayed Igniter for the tempo, but I prefer to go straight to tier 3 on Ultra if I have the opportunity to. And here I had the opportunity. Then maybe I did Impalers first before the Ultra, which might have been better to do the opposite, to gain some tempo. But then the vessel stack was a problem. Maybe I should have the creepers sooner, but I didn't expect them to push that hard for that strongly. And Mass Dragoon and I don't know, plus the vessel, I don't know. I'm not sure what I would have done differently. Tell me if you have ideas. I did a lot of damage, so I wasn't like totally wrong for sure. I don't like to lose that much when I'm streaming. It hurts my ego. I'll push a bit Karax 31. I'm not sure what the optimal number of bunker is. Maybe I think it's 3, maybe 4. Then it depends on how he react to it. But I think some are really efficient. Of course, Colossi is a problem late game. Even carriers can be a problem in the matchup. So I really want to see how this guy plays the matchups. But 2 bunkers is a lot of pressure early game. And it's difficult for him to counter. I'm pushing into a Rainer. So Rainer, it's difficult for me. It's one of the difficult matchup Karax has.
Metamorphosis complete.
I'll do the upgrades and see how he react to my bunkers. I want to see what's his strategy, because there's several way of playing it. Some go straight to carriers, some go straight to colossi, some go like zealots and annihilators. There's different way to play it, and I want to know what this guy is choosing. So I'll just tech. I mean, do upgrades and tech. Still zealots, so he's probably going tier 3. I know he's probably going for colossi or carriers. Usually colossi is the first answer, because because you know, versus bunkers, the carriers won't do something alone. I mean, they would, but they need a critical mass of carriers to be able to counter the bunker. And even though you can add this upgrade, and it will. So I will probably just expect a colossi, and I will go either Banshee, either Libs, I guess. Banshee would be more versatile in this, but the Libs would help me also versus Nova Licks. With Raven. This is a good Nova build by versus Abathur. It makes sense. A lot of people don't think about the Raven, but it's kind of difficult for Abathur to counter this. I mean, not alone like this, but in combination with Banshees and Ghosts, it can work very well. Okay, carriers. Okay, I didn't expect that one. So versus carrier, I just do this and they become invulnerable to carriers. I have 4 armor, they do 5 damage. Yeah. I maybe can even afford one more, since there is no colossi. But that's the maximum of amount of bunker I would ever do versus the Carax. Should I build back or front? I'll build back. And now I need to analyze a bit the game, because there is a way to play it. I could do Apo. I mean, Apo are not very good versus carrier, but they will be carrier, but they have a lot of armor, so they are kind of invulnerable to this, and they will be very helpful to push into Raynor. But it's not. Carrier seems very bad early game, and they are very bad early game versus Stukov. But you should not underestimate them, because late game versus Stukov carriers are very, very good. Goliath are bad. Yeah, but they're not that bad. And I guess he does it for this leak. And they're not that bad versus Abathur. It's like for me, it's like second choice units versus Abathur. It's not the best units. You're better off doing other units, but it's still like decent HP and DPS that is all around units. And if you need them for the leaks, in my opinion, you can do it versus Abathur. Here it will be very, very difficult for me to avoid any carrier stack. But fortunately, we have a Carax playing full carrier mid, so so it's not that annoying for him to have the one carrier leaks. But at the bunker, like this, I don't have enough DPS to really kill it efficiently. If you build up, full carrier will destroy you. Yeah, I cannot. I was thinking that we will be pushing. I can build one more. I was thinking that we will be pushing, and Apo will be better versus Raynor. But Apo are not very good at killing carriers because they are not fast at killing them, but they are very resistant to carriers because of the armor. So now I added some of those, so maybe I will be slightly more fast to kill the carriers. But at the bunker, oh shit, at the bunker. And they are focusing the... even though I put that on this side, they somehow went to the other side, and now, yeah, they're stacking. One more. And I could also go Alex, I guess. Yeah, this is an alternative matchup. I could go Alex, but Apo would be much. But oh yeah, but this Raynor will go full air. Apo would be probably better here, especially if we push. I cannot overdo that because for me, late game the carriers win versus me, so I cannot fully go here. If you're not at the bunker, it's fine. I kill my wave easily. But if you're here and they use the bunker and the Raynor comes soon, but this Raynor still doesn't have any anti-air versus that. Japo will be like crazy good versus this, but any Alexander would be also crazy good. Maybe I do both, carriers and Apo. Alex and Apo. What do I start with? Maybe Apo. And then Alex. I feel the Alex is kind of good now, but the more the time passes, the more this Raynor will go full Vikings, and it will be like, do I contaminate? The more the Raynor will go full Viking, and the more the Alex will be useless. So I think Apo is the more solid choice here. Ghosts. I mean, no, for me this this Nova is not bad, and this build makes sense to me. I should have contaminated maybe. Second Apo. And probably armor upgrade because, you know, I'm fighting carriers. Don't need the +2, so that in 2 waves I can do one Apo again. So +2 will bring my Apo to 7 armor. That's pretty good versus carrier, 7 armor. Maybe if you can stack enough Apos. Yeah, I think I'll do for that. And it will be very, very good to push Raynor. So I have enough for now. I have enough Diamondback to... I contaminated a bit early, maybe. But to kill the Viking, no, it's fine. So I can do one more. Ah, fuck, he left. So now I have that Nova. So first I need detection. And then maybe more Diamondback. I'm not sure, to be honest. Versus that... yeah, Sieves. for the ghosts.
We require more minerals.
I'll let that on auto.
We require more minerals.
And yeah, I think my duty is to stay on the ground now, because I have two allies who like to go air. Maybe tanks. Maybe tanks. It would be good versus the Goliath, and I think we can stack them. And maybe with his Viper, he can pull me back. Even though he comes right before me, so I'm not sure his Viper will stay alive long enough, but we can try. But I think tank would be nice here. Or queens. Or tanks. No, I want to stay ground, so tanks. I think I might have enough diamond back. Maybe one more would be nice, but yeah, I really want my tanks now. I think we can stack them. Tanks plus hosts, always good.
We require more minerals.
And this is GG. Thanks. Yeah, we agree. Nice. 0 chance with my team. Yeah, Raynor was really bad. Raynor went for mass. I mean, Marines are not very bad early game versus Carax. You can do some, but this Carax went obviously Massacre full air, and he took a lot of time to answer with Vikings. Oh yeah, what happened? Ah, he left the party. I don't mind a break. Okay, then I have a little lunch. Okay. We'll be back. Okay, so I'll stop here. It was nice to have you. GG's. Oops. It was nice to have you. I might come back later in the afternoon, probably end of afternoon if I come back. It was fun, and yeah, see you next time.